Hello everyone, it's Master and welcome to part 1 of Let's Build a House in The Sims 4. So we're now in Newcrest, which is the new building world for The Sims 4, or actually just a new regular world without any lots in it. Which is the reason that I'm actually going to be building a lot for this world, because, you know, if it's empty, some people maybe don't want to build any houses. So therefore, yeah, that's actually what I'm for, because I would definitely like to build some houses here. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, we're here in like the kind of fancy neighborhood of Newcrest. So kind of the Richmond's area, or at least that's what it kind of feels like to me, because the lots here are pretty big. I went for the biggest lot in the entire world of Newcrest, which is this one, and we're going to be building a really cool modern house on this. Yeah, the last Let's Build I did was the Let's Build a Shopping Center series, which was really cool actually, but it ended, and therefore I'm actually back with a new series today. And that's the Let's Build a House series. I was thinking about maybe doing Let's Build a Nightclub or another commercial lot, but I realized that, you know, lately I've been building very many commercial lots, and I thought that building like a normal house in a Let's Build would maybe be preferred, and I personally also kind of prefer that. So that's what I'm actually doing right now. So yeah, we're just going to start. I, by the way, currently have a cold, so therefore I might sound a little bit different, but yeah, I hope that won't, you know, make the video too terrible. And as you probably just noticed, we have this new room build tool, or this actually just this new wall tool, which is pretty epic. As you can see, you can literally shape anything and then just click, and then, or if you double click, you can also not make it like in a room, and in that way you can actually build much quicker. So that's something that came with the update, which The Sims 4 Newcrest, which is this new world we're in, came with as well. So if you would like to see more of Newcrest, you can actually check out my yeah, overview video of this world as well, please. Yeah, if you want to see it, I think, yeah, I can maybe put a link in the description, or in the description. I think I'll probably forget, but otherwise it's the latest video actually before this one, or I think it is, I'm not very sure. But anyways, yeah, this is, as you can notice, a Let's Build in the regular speed, so not sped up. Which some might not like, but I know that there are people who do actually like this as well, because yeah, in this way I feel like I have a little bit more like interaction with you, because with the speed up way I sometimes like really don't know what to talk about, because, you know, I've built it already, I don't have any thinking process to do, and therefore, yeah, it's just a little bit, yeah, I wanted to do a series like this one now. So the last one was actually in that that fancy way, in which I actually just speed up the video, but not too much that it's like a speed build, but just in such a way that it's you know, it's just, you know, a Let's Build. But therefore this might be a little bit slower sometimes, but at the same time I hope you will still actually enjoy this. And if you have any tips for me, then please let me know, because that would be awesome. So here I'm. How did I do that? I just got like a message in Facebook on how to do that, and now I actually want to do it over here as well in this house for myself, and I actually forgot how I can actually do that, so that's not really good, because I tried to explain that to that person on Facebook, but maybe in this way she didn't understand. But let me see, because this really doesn't seem to work. So that is one of the good things you can do with a sped up Let's Build, because you can just cut that out. But anyways, as some of you maybe know, The Sims 4 Perfect Patio, or Patio stuff pack is actually coming like this week. It's coming on, okay, I really don't know the date actually. I think, no, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not sure about the date, but it is coming, and it's a stuff pack in which you can actually make like a very fancy garden with like a hot tub, which is really cool. Finally, hot tubs are back, and therefore I'm really going to make this kind of an outdoorsy house, if that's like even a word, but, you know, with very many outdoor places. So or at least that's what kind of the idea. So very modern, but also with a cool hot tub area, and just a very fancy, modern, luxurious, expensive house kind of. On this huge lot here. So I honestly don't really have that much planning for this house yet, as you've probably noticed, because it took kind of a time for me to actually build this already. But yeah, there we go. Yep. Alrighty. So I do have some ideas though, or at least I'm just really coming up with it like at the moment. So that's kind of answering a question that I get very often. Do you plan your houses before you build them, or do you just start building? Often it is that I've like seen a picture on the internet and I get some inspiration from like one part of that house, and I actually start yeah, kind of thinking about what I could actually build around that, and then in that way I kind of form a house. But sometimes like now I just start building, and that's also kind of the reasons I did it in this way. I can kind of talk about the thinking process I normally have as well, and that's something people might want to have as well, or get to know about as well. But therefore it might be a little bit slower every now and then, but in the end I will actually upload kind of an overview video, I think. And of course this house will be available on the gallery, so there you will be able to download it, and then you'll be able to have it on your own game. So let me see, because I really wanted here to be like a fancy, yeah, a little bit of a higher area, and like many seating areas everywhere, because I saw there are some very cool new chairs coming with the perfect patio stuff pack. So I would really like to place those somewhere in this house. So I'm planning on using very many diagonals in this house, or at least that's what I just came up with, because in that way you can really build something different than you normally see, or at least that's what I thought. So that's what I'm going for. And I think I'm going to use the stone idea, which I also used in my latest house. Which house was it? I don't really know the name anymore. I think I forgot the name, but let me come up with it. I'm just adding those stones. What was the name of that house? I seriously don't know anymore. It was the last speed build I did. It was kind of a big house. Okay, now I seriously want to know it actually, and maybe I should just look it up, but I'm not going to, because that would take way too much time. Let me see. By the way, here I want to kind of get like the magic out of the world. As you know, you can just rotate yeah, these objects yeah, in a normal way, but if you actually press Alt and you turn them around, in this way you can actually rotate them like 360 degrees, and then like placed on every degree you can place it very specifically, which is really cool. And in that way you can also move them, and you can do that by pressing Alt. So that's just something I wanted to inform you about, and that's the nice thing about this Let's Build as well. It's kind of like a tutorial as well, because I'm just going to talk about the tips and tricks I have for building in The Sims 4. So currently I still don't have the name for that house, but yeah, you know, maybe I'll come up with it later in this episode. So the episodes will be a little bit longer than of a yeah, sped up Let's Build. So there will be, I think, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes really depends how much I've actually achieved in one episode, because I want to achieve as much as I can. So if I've not achieved enough after like 20 minutes, I'll just go on. But yeah, also remember that this is kind of an introduction episode, so therefore it might be a little bit slower, which is not really like good advertising for my videos, but you know, it's just so I can a little bit talk about the house and just talk with you without you answering. So let me see, and a foundation. I'm still doubting whether I should actually use custom content in this house, because I actually downloaded some really cool custom content, which is this one. It's that glass fence, and you can actually use it to create like curved walls as well, but I'm not really sure whether I should actually use it or not. There we go. Please let me know if you would like me to use custom content or not, because that would really help me out. Because if you say that I should actually use custom content, I'll maybe consider it. But if you say that I definitely shouldn't, I'll not use it, because in that way you will not be able to download this, or you will actually be able to download it, but some of you will probably not download it because of the custom content. So yeah, because I must say that this does look really cool, but it should actually be available in white. So if you are the creator of this and you still want to change something, please make it white, and then I'll actually definitely use it in one of my houses, no matter what. So there we go, wood over there. I'm actually thinking about maybe placing a hut up here at this point, because then you have like a really cool lookout over like this lake and, you know, kind of the skyline over there, which is really cool. And then here you have your pool. So that is kind of the idea behind this house. So let me see, we're going on. Let me place this there. There we go. Place it to the back a little bit. By the way, maybe you're wondering why I'm actually starting at the back and not at the front. Well, one of the reasons is that this is really focused on perfect patio, and therefore the garden is very important. And you know, the part of the house where you start is often or nearly almost better than the part where you actually end your house. And normally that's the back, but in this case it's the front of the house. I'll be ending with the front. And also, if you look here, you see that the shadow is actually on this side, and therefore I really want this side to be better than the front, or at least I hope this side will be better than the front, because in that way the lighting will be much better as well, which is important just for the overall look and the end result of the house, just YouTube things. So let me see, because I don't want it to be too massive, but I do want it to be big. So maybe I could actually have like a guest area as well. That would be really cool. Maybe adding pillars. Many people always say that I use very many pillars. That's definitely true. I just really like adding pillars, and the reason is you can really make your houses so much more detailed in that way, and a more detailed house is often a better house, or at least in my opinion. And yeah, they just look really cool, and they just make houses look a little bit more fancy and sometimes a little bit more realistic in the overall look. If you really start noticing the pillars and you realize that there are actually very many compared to what a normal house would have, it's a little bit less realistic, but that's normally not what you would actually have. So therefore it's not really a problem, and it just makes it look cooler. So that's why I'm using it. There we go. So that looks alright. I think not too sure about the pillars yet, because imagine that there's like all window behind that, you know, that's kind of the thing you should keep in mind, because that maybe decides whether you like it or not. Yeah, I think I'll actually, because I want there actually to be like holes over here in this part of the roof. That would be cool, I thought. There we go. Whoops, because in this way it won't work. Well, it will work out. It will just take a little bit longer. There we go, there we go, there we go. Boom, boom. Yep, that's it. So that can create some cool lighting effects, I think. So furthermore, am I happy with the pillars? Not too sure yet. I think wait, I first want to actually change this like path, because that's definitely not what I, well, not definitely, but that's probably not what I'll use in the end, because it's like a very modern house, then that just doesn't really fit with that. So therefore I'm deleting that, and I'm over here. Let me see. I want to make this a little bit more detailed, so I think I might go for something strange here. Something I've actually, maybe that does actually turn out to look nice. I've never tried it before, but the concept of it might be pretty cool. Well, the concept is pretty cool. The way it turns out to look like, I'm not too sure yet. Because this, yeah, do I want to have a flat roof in this house? Actually not, but maybe it does turn out to be what it will be. Wow, that sentence. Let me see. I seriously have the feeling that I sound so strange, because I personally, like, I don't know what it is, but I really feel like I sound very different today. So, yeah, I think I'll definitely sound different in the video as well. So yeah, it's still me. It's just that I'm sick. Well, not really sick. I feel pretty alright, but my voice is just being a mess. I thought I did move objects on, but apparently, there we go. Well, because now I want to check out whether these pillars actually look better than the other ones. It really depends on the way I want this house to be, but I think I'll just go for these ones. These can actually be very modern, so I like that. Let me check this out. Just to see whether I like this concept or the look of this concept or not. I think I'll go for like another tall. Will I go for another tall level here or not? Nope, I'll not go for a tall level here. I'll just go for a regular level. Let me see. There it is. And then use this window. By the way, please let me know whether you're excited for the Perfect Patio stuff pack when you're still, yeah, adopting whether you should buy it or not. Yeah, wait till the day it actually releases, because then I'll be able to make a showcase video of all the items that come with it and all the other stuff that comes with it. And in that way, you'll maybe have a better impression, and I'll just show you all the stuff, and then you can make the decision your own. I'm not, or by yourself, because I'm not going to say you should definitely buy it. EA doesn't pay me to do that. EA doesn't even ask me to do that, so don't worry. Whatever I say is always like an honest opinion. Just like with the last yeah, stuff pack, because I honestly really didn't like that one that much as a builder. So therefore I just told you that I didn't really like it. But yeah, you know, that's just important for you to know, I think, because, you know, EA really, I am not saying anything good about the game just because EA wants me to. Because with this with this world, I'm very yeah, positive about it as well. Simply just because I like it, and not because EA wants me to like it or EA wants me to say that I like it. So don't worry, it's just all honesty here. Let me see. There we go. So I'm really doubting whether I actually like this, because it might actually be kind of strange. This roof thing is actually pretty cool. It is like strange, but it could actually turn out to be something cool. This is just the point. But I think I'll actually just continue without actually really keeping an eye on that. And then in the end, I can actually get back to that, or in the end, just next episode or something. Yeah. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Let me see. I'm still going to check out that custom content one more time, because maybe I'll just decide for myself whether I'm actually going to use it or not, because it does look pretty epic. That's something I must admit. Seriously, I would really like to know how you can actually create custom content, because then I might actually start doing it myself, because in that way you can really have so much more variety in the game and just so many more objects and stuff. So I would really like to do that, but I don't really know. So if you are like a custom content builder, or you know how to do it, or just let me know if it's easy or not, that would be great already, because maybe I actually start to do that. And don't worry, if I would actually really start to really use custom content, I might consider uploading all the houses I make in versions like with custom content and version without custom content, because I know that not everyone just wants it in their game, though it is actually pretty safe, or often it is safe. Sometimes it's not, but I've never experienced that. So yeah, this is too, well, a fat roof is this. This is better. Yeah. Alrighty, the question is to keep the custom content or not. I must say, from this view, or this viewing angle, it looks so epic. I'm just going to screenshot this, there we go, for the thumbnail. Maybe you've seen it, maybe I've actually used a different thumbnail, but it does look really cool in my opinion. So now let me know, should I use the custom content or not? That's just the thing I want to know for this episode. And then we're actually at the end of this part. As you can see, we have actually built quite a shape. This was just very an introductionary or an introduction to this Let's Build actually, and just kind of a conversation with you, which I liked about it. So please let me know, should I leave the custom content or not, and please let me know whether you like this Let's Build or not, and just leave some feedback for me. And then I hope to see you back later in the next part, and well, bye.